Hello class, I might have already shown you the little monster video, but today I would like to show you how to make this little scarecrow. But depending on the color of your raffia paper, which we're gonna use, or your special foam, you get to create scarecrow or a little monster or whatever you would like that strikes your imagination. I'm just going to show you some techniques you can use, and then from there you create your own little character on your own. So we're using these little safer cans. These are store-bought cans. They're really great for bean toss games, so we're gonna stack them up, and then at the end of the class we can play a bean toss game with your cans that you made. These are also going to be used as display for the Volga County Fair. So today we're not taking our prize home. Today we're gonna just make it, and we are going to then wait until after the Volga County Fairgrounds to take it home, and I'll return them to you. They're also a little smaller. There's much less hazards of you cutting yourself, but you can make your own at home with one of the cans that your mom finished cooking the soup. You just have to tip this edge off so that you wouldn't cut yourself, and you have to be very careful. But we don't have that risk with these, so we can just use the safe ones today. In your little bin, you're gonna find a coffee filter. See how I'm using it? I'm having a tape there. Put a piece of tape. You can also do a glue stick. Use a glue stick. And all I did for that cute little head of the scarecrow, it's shifting a little bit, but I want to show you how I put it in there. I just put a little piece of double-sided tape, and then I situate it on top of the can like so. And this is my hair. So it's a head and a hair all at the same time. But you can add a strip of yellow hair using a yellow paper if you like. That's up to you. I thought it would be too much. I just kept it like this, nice and simple. To make the head, you're gonna use one of these little coffee filter that you're gonna have in your little supply box. You're also gonna be using the raffia or the foam. I'll show you both ways how to wrap the can. Some googly eyes, a few of these cutouts for nose, some like little ribbons or papers, colorful papers that you can use for different noses and embellishments. And for the cheeks, I just used a foam, sticky foam, and a black marker to make the mouth. Pretty easy and really rewarding, and the best part is we get to play a game after we're done. So let's try this. Okay, if you have this foam in your supply box, it's nice and easy. Let me zoom in, show you step by step. So all you have to do is with one hand hold the foam in place and start wrapping a few times. This is kind of self-adhesive, so after a few wraps it will be good to go. Has this natural scarecrow color to it, so it's gonna be a perfect little scarecrow. And then just rip it. See how it seals itself? I didn't need any glue to do that. The next part is I'm going to take my coffee filter and I'm going to cut some incisions, and you should have scissors in your little supply box. I'm just cutting around the edges, fraying the paper. When it's done, you can open and see how it's going to look like on my hand. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna draw a few patches, or I can use the little extra paper or fabric if I have it in my supply box. I can glue some with my glue stick to decorate and embellish the hat any way I like. I can also use my crayons and apply color to my patch, for example, if I wanted to. How do I like it? Doesn't have to be perfect, because guess what? Your Scarecrow probably is not wearing the brand new hat you went to buy for him in a store. He's probably wearing a hat to scare the birds away, something that was recycled and older that you didn't need around the house, that probably was full of patches or holes or something older. So we want to make it look that way too. If you want to use your markers or crayons to keep embellishing, you can do that. Next step, I'm going to actually put some glue stick to the top of the can also, or if your bin has a tape, you can use a tape, and to the edge. See how I'm putting to the edge. And now I just gonna hold it a little bit in place, holding it with my fingers and holding the hair over the edge like this as well. Should work pretty well. And don't forget to fray your hair. Now that that part is done, we're ready to create our nose. I was thinking nice little yellow nose this time. I'm gonna trim it just a little bit with my scissors. Make it a little skinnier. There. I find a good spot for it. Embellish my nose. I can also draw on the nose. Make it look like it was stitched on with these little lines. Okay, when I'm happy with that, I'm gonna pick my eyes, and they should be in your bin now. Find a good place for the eyes, symmetrically. Put some glue down. Both sides. Or asymmetrically. See, that's asymmetrical. That means they're not equal. They're not together at the same height. And when I put them at the same height, it's called symmetrical. Now they're symmetrical. Okay. Now I'm ready to draw my mouth, and I want to give him a nice, happy, big smile. This fall is one of my favorite not vacations, but holidays. I do usually take a vacation, so that helps too. And so we have a big smile, and I'm gonna do little lines to indicate the mouth was also sewn on, that this scarecrow was hand stitched like in old times. The tradition was to hand stitch these scarecrows to guard the fields. Maybe I want to put a little bit of eyebrow Just don't put it over the glue. Be careful with not to soil the marker with the glue because it won't work as good anymore. You can draw some details like so on the hair too if you like that look. And maybe we'll do a little cheek on both sides.